Hey, what's going on, guys? What's happening? YouTube, good morning, everybody. You guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels and another episode of Weird Products Daily. Weird Products Daily is a daily series we do where we share weird, interesting, unique products with you guys. Kind of the goal being to get those creative juices flowing, get you guys thinking about potential businesses you can start, potential products you can roll out, products you could drop ship, products you could private label. Really just kind of get you thinking about different niches and things like that. Today's product I thought was actually really cool. What this is, it's a Carabiner and a power bank in one. I could see this item being very popular for drop shippers. It seems like the survival outdoor camping niche is a really hot one. This is an item that I think could do really well with like a YouTube pre-roll ad or Instagram advertising. It's a gadget. People love gadgets. It's outdoors. It's survival. All that good stuff. So what this is, it's a Carabiner that is also essentially a battery bank or a portable charger for your devices. Goes perfectly with camping since people use Carabiners and they're out in the wilderness away from outlets and power. And it's one less thing you have to carry if your Carabiner also acts as a battery pack. This is called the Refuel, and it's by a company called DigiPower. And a lot of times gadgets come out, especially like AliExpress gadgets, and they're kind of bullshit, right? Like in concept they're cool, in theory they're cool, but in functionality they just kind of fall a little bit short. And this thing only has 14 reviews, but reviews seem to be pretty good. Seems to be priced relatively fairly, $39.98. Yeah, you could get a battery pack cheaper than that, but this seems to be a quality battery pack as well as a quality Carabiner. It'd be one thing if they made kind of a novelty Carabiner. This thing, I believe, can hold like 100 and some odd pounds, and I believe it's got 11 hours of charge for watching video. So actually pretty impressive stats. Let's see. So we got a, what does it say there? Anodized aluminum housing, 3000 mAh built-in battery, rubberized grip, charging indicator, so you know that it's actually charging. It charges with a micro USB, or you could plug it charges with a USB, or you could plug a micro USB into it. Overcharge protection, short circuit protection, can hold up to 132 pounds. That's actually, that's not a novelty Carabiner. That's a legit Carabiner if you wanted to hold some of your gear. Recharge up to 2 times per charge. I don't really understand that. 11 hours of video time and 10 hours of talk time. So that's actually pretty good. That's better than some of the battery packs that I have. And here, you see it on kind of like a tactical backpack. And then you also see, they're trying to show you it's also for moms on the go. Let's take a look at some of the questions and or reviews. Is it water resistant? I don't know. Any issues taking this on the plane? No issues. Can it fit in a pants pocket? No, it's large, so it seems like they had to make this thing pretty big to actually hold all that juice. Let's see if we can kind of get a context for how big this is. Okay, so that's a good size. That's a larger Carabiner. And what do we have there? There we see it on a work bag. So yeah, it looks to be a decent size. Let's see. This thing is comically big. This thing is comically big, but it's my fault for not paying attention to the dimensions. Spelled dimensions wrong. I have no room to talk. I've been spelling weird wrong on this series for the past couple of weeks. I guess I was expecting something way smaller, but this is the power bank. It's pretty awesome nonetheless. One important feature I'm always looking for in a power bank, but I didn't see this feature mentioned anywhere. This power bank has a pass-through charging, so it has the ability to charge itself while simultaneously charging other devices. So, that's actually really cool. Like basically what this guy's saying is some chargers, if you charge it, you can't power things off it. So if you are in a camping situation and you have multiple people trying to charge off your car when you're going on a short drive, this thing can charge as well as power other devices at the same time. My only minor gripe with this power bank is that there's no easy way to access the cell once it ran out of its life cycle. So essentially what he's saying is, you can't replace the inner battery. Once this thing stops taking charges, it's done. Way bigger than the pictures lead you to believe. Must pay for shipping returns. That does kind of annoy me when sellers make you pay for returns on Amazon when everyone's kind of used to everything being returned. Yeah, this thing is ginormous. The pictures make it look like it's at a reasonable size for putting on the back of your backpack or something. It's not. The images are shot or modified in a way to make it look smaller. So that's kind of that guy's own problem for not reading the reviews, although I do kind of hate it when companies purposely kind of make their things look smaller in photos because, we all know people don't read. I use this to power up my phone or Bluetooth speaker on construction sites. My only complaint is the dust-proof tab came off immediately. Pretty enormous, so everybody seems to comment on the size. Let's see if we can see if they got the dimensions here, how big this thing actually is. 9 inches. So, I mean, we're talking, that's about the width of a 9x11 sheet of paper, you know, kind of an average sheet of printer paper that you're using. This is, you know, I think printer paper is 8x11, so this is like wider than a piece of printer paper. That is pretty big, but it does have a decent charge. I wonder if this company, I'll have to check out their website later. I wonder if maybe they make a version that maybe has a little bit less power time, but is maybe something that you could actually carry on your backpack. Anyway, thought this was a pretty neat product. Thought it was kind of cool that it falls into a niche, and thought for some of you guys who either dropship or have survival stores, this is maybe something that you'd come out with. I always talk about, you know, a lot of these things are great in theory, but poor in execution. So a lot of times what's kind of smart to do if you're trying to find an Amazon product or just a product in general to private label, what if you tried to find a supplier who could do something like this, but try to solve the pain point, which is everybody says this thing is just too damn big, and you make a smaller version. Maybe you sacrifice a couple of hours of power, but it's something that somebody could throw on their backpack for like a day trip on a hike where you don't really need 10 hours of power. So anyhow, thought this was a neat product. Wanted to share it with you guys. If you guys want to check it out in more detail, I will link to it in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button below. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another episode of Weird Products Daily. Until then, Rules for Rebels signing out.